Hello, my friend. Welcome to another adventure with Hannah. We're going to be going on a 30-mile off-road trail that, if I hopefully make it, ends in a big pot of gold. And if I don't make it, that'll be really unfortunate because I'm fairly sure there's no cell reception. And I'll be getting at least 14 to 15 miles of exercise. So hopefully I make it. The pot of gold I'm referring to is an old gold mining town that is now a preserved ghost town. So even if I found any gold, I wouldn't be able to take it. But I'm still really excited because we get to jump inside my time machine and head back to the 1800s. Let me talk about my camp spot first. So I got in really late last night and I thought about starting the trail, but I figured that was probably not a good idea to do at night. So instead, I found a little road and went down it, and I found this little secret camp spot where there's a mountain range behind me and a lake to the side. And I was like, well, this couldn't be more perfect.
Except for the bugs. I had quite a few unwelcome visitors due to the water nearby. Didn't quite think that one through.
I woke up to this beautiful mountain behind me, and I'm gonna show you the lake next. Let's check it out. Check out this view behind me. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to camp up there, because I think it's a great place to wake up and enjoy a nice hot cup of mushroom coffee. If you've seen my videos, you know I like to start all my adventures and mornings with my Dr. Straight mushroom coffee. It's instant coffee with 7 superfood mushrooms. If you want to learn more about it, make sure you check out my website, drstraight.com, or check out the link below. Word is this lake is full of trout, so a lot of fishermen come here and fish for trout. Unfortunately, I still don't have a fishing pole. I really have to start looking into that because I kind of want to take it up as a hobby. If you know of any good fishing poles that are good for beginners, let me know below. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to end up going and buying a kid's pole that you just click the button and cast. But then, if I get a kid's pole and I catch a big fish, it's going to snap right off. I'm trying to catch a big fish, not a small fish. Okay, so enough rambling. Let's get this adventure started. I hope you liked my camp spot, but I'm ready to see this ghost town. Let's go. So I made it to the off-road trail, and it's not really an extreme off-road trail. It looks more like a forest access or fire access road, but still pretty bumpy, so I'm gonna air my tires down so it's not so rattly when I'm driving. The reason I took this long trail into the old gold mining town is on the way there you can see a lot of old mining structures that you don't get to see at the mining town. So we're gonna try to stop along the way and check these sites out. But I'm gonna air down now so we can get a nice cushy ride.
One of my favorite stops was this old abandoned mine. The mine was first built in 1909 and operated until around 1938. It produced a lot of gold in its day, but there were a lot of legal issues surrounding the land and its ownership, so its success was unfortunately short-lived.
So I made it up to this old mine. It's really cool in here. I want to explore more through it, but I'm not sure how stable the floorboards are because it literally looks like it's about to fall on top of me. But it's still neat to see something that's been around for so many years. Definitely over 100 years old, and so much history happens in these old places. It's really amazing to see.
Locals say that the mine is haunted, but only on certain nights of the week. Thankfully though, I didn't cross paths with any old ghost miners.
I think it's time to move on before this old mine collapses. So after a 30-mile drive out into the middle of nowhere, I finally reached this old gold mining town. There used to be a pretty large town pretty small now. No one lives here anymore, so it's now a ghost town. There's not much left, but I'm gonna check out what's here, so let's go.
Today, less than 5% of this old gold mining town exists, mostly due to fire and harsh elements. After the gold rush in 1849, prospectors headed east to prospect the eastern slopes of the Sierras. Gold was first discovered here in 1859, and it brought in a large crowd. At least 8,000 people were documented here at one time. The gold frenzy, however, quickly dropped off and the booming population declined.
This place is so cool. It's like I stepped back in time. Unfortunately, I got here a little bit late in the day, so I think I'm gonna camp close by and come back tomorrow morning so I can take in all of this history. Let's look inside. Everything's so old.
This is the only church left in town. It was built in 1882.
So this is the local church. There's an old organ, a pew, lots of pews. Everything's meticulously intact, to be honest with you. There's still so much in okay condition. It's really cool though. I'll let you look inside.
You can see the wood-burning furnace that kept them warm during cold winters and the organ they played during service.
When I first saw all these bottles, I thought this is either the saloon or the pharmacy. I looked it up on the map and I guess it was just somebody's residence, so I guess they had a little bit of a... No, but in all seriousness, I think it's just a collection of bottles that they found around the site. Still really neat to see.
Just some fellow travelers passing through.
This is the old hotel. Doesn't look like there's any vacancies right now, so I'm gonna be sleeping in my truck camper tonight. So I guess this is the old firehouse. It's not very big if you ask me, and if you want to see what a fire truck looks like before fire trucks even existed, check it out.
If most of this town was lost to fire, they likely needed a bigger firehouse and truck.
So if you can see behind me, the gold mine is back there. Don't think I'm gonna be able to get to that today. I feel like back in the day they would challenge each other to duels, so I'm challenging you to a duel. I'm not quite sure how many steps they took back, but I'm gonna take 5. I think you won the duel.
This was a doctor's house, a physician for one of the mining companies. There were several doctors in town, but they were all kept busy due to mining accidents, smallpox, pneumonia, and cholera, just to name a few.
So behind me is all that is left of the bank. This is where everyone hid their monies. If you look inside, you can still see what's left of the vault. I think I see some gold in there. I'm about to break in and take what's left. No, but really, let me let you see inside.
Then what do you know, the jail was right next to the old bank, and with only a few holding cells, I'm not sure how they could hold all the vigilantes that ran loose. Down the street was the local blacksmith shop, where I was amazed by the huge blacksmith bellows hanging from the ceiling.
Behind me is just one of the many outhouses that are scattered around this old town. I think this is the little girl's room. And if you notice, people must have been a lot smaller then, because I'm 5'7" and I'm not that tall, and I almost hit my head off of the top of the door frame. Look at this one. I found an outhouse with 2 holes and no divider wall. I guess this is a 2-person bathroom. Maybe they didn't believe in privacy.
It was nostalgic to look through all the old window panes, like peering into the private folds of someone's past life. It really makes you wonder, what would someone think about your own?